This could be the moment we've been waiting for, the chance to feel alive. Nothing's gonna stop us, nothing's gonna top this, nothing like we've ever seen. And I raise my hands to the sky, what a feeling. 'Cause I feel like dancing high, got a feeling. 'Cause this could be the best day of our lives, yeah. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. This could be the moment we've been waiting for, the chance to feel alive. Nothing's gonna stop us, nothing's gonna top this, nothing like we've ever seen. And I raise my hands to the sky, what a feeling. 'Cause I feel like dancing high, got a feeling. 'Cause this could be the best day of our lives, yeah. This is where it all begins.
It's almost time. We'll see you on stage.
Congratulations, it's time.
It's almost time. We'll see you on stage.
Congratulations, it's time.
Good afternoon. It's Commencement Day. Good afternoon. Thank you. My name is Dr. Elizabeth Johnson, and I serve as the Provost of the American Public University System. It is my great pride and pleasure to be your Master of Ceremonies today. To those here in person, and to those who are watching this live from around the world, welcome to the 2025 School of Security and Global Studies, School of Health Sciences, and School of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math Commencement Ceremony. Thank you to our friends at Washington Tattoo for the wonderful fife and drum introduction. Now, a member of their team will sing the United States National Anthem. Out of respect for all of the graduates in this room, I do ask that you please silence your cell phones and stand for our anthem, sung by Master Sergeant Badiza Jibril Gustama.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Adiza. You may now be seated. Our invocation will be delivered by University Chaplain Dr. Cynthia Lindenmeyer.
I invite you to just take a moment from the hecticness of getting here to the joy of being here. As we enter into prayer, take a breath in and let it out. Out beyond the lines of division, beyond the weight of right and wrong, there is a space, a boundless field of possibility, and today we gather in that space, in this sacred and significant moment, to bring gratitude for the path we have journeyed and the determination that brings us together. Through all the late nights and sacrifices and moments of doubt, a holy presence was with us as we overcame challenge after challenge, proving that perseverance is not just an idea, but a way of being. But no one walks this path alone. Today we also honor those who have stood beside us, our family, our friends, our mentors and loved ones, who have lifted us up, encouraged us, and believed in us even when struggling to believe in ourselves. Thank you for their tremendous support. May we boldly live each day, knowing that we exemplify determination and that beyond the boundaries of yesterday lies a field of infinite potential. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain Lindenmeyer. Before we move forward in today's program, I'd like to take a moment of silence to honor the lives of those we have lost this year. Family members, friends, members of our university community, and others whose memories are held close by those in this room. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. Now I would like to take a moment to introduce our distinguished colleagues from our platform. Please stand as I introduce you. Starting at my immediate left, our president, Mr. Nuno Fernandes. Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Frank Ball. Keynote speaker and Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees, Lieutenant General Lori Reynolds. Class of 2025 student speaker, Dr. Christina Amy Jean-Mehu. Associate Provost of Engagement and Retention, Dr. Mitch Culver. Dean for Research and Academic Excellence, Dr. Lori Wasty. Dean of the School of Arts, Humanities, and Education, Dr. Michelle Newman. Dean of the School of Business, Dr. Jeremy Bauer. Dean of the School of Health Sciences and the School of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, Dr. Brian Freeland. Dean of the School of Security and Global Studies, Dr. Julie Rouge. And we know why we're here, don't we? And Associate Vice President and University Registrar, Miss Jessica Minshall. Serving on our Board of Trustees, Board Member, Dr. Mary Papazian. Board Member, Mr. Javier Mieres. And members of our academic and executive leadership team, Director of Wellness Services and Chaplain, Dr. Cynthia Lindenmeyer. Vice President and Chief of Staff, Ms. Lindsay Larson. Dean for the Center of Teaching and Learning, Dr. Kimberly Jacobs. Vice President of Accreditation, Dr. Jennifer Helm. Vice President of Finance, Ms. Maria Guerrero. Consultant, APU Global Student Success, Mr. Benjamin Castro. Senior Vice President of Operations, Ms. Erica Orris. American Military University Vice President of Brand Expansion and Business Development, Mr. Dan Roby. Associate Vice President of Public Relations, Mr. Frank Tutelo. Vice President of Human Resources, Ms. Marissa Blackwell. And our mace bearer, Mr. Anthony Mingeri. I'd like to turn your attention to our exceptional department chairs and faculty in the audience. Chairs and faculty, please stand. The scholarship and real-world experience you bring to our classrooms ensures that these graduates have the knowledge and skills to compete in their field of choice. But more than that, your unwavering compassion and dedication to their success is one of the reasons that we are celebrating more than 17,000 APUS graduates this year. And as I keep saying, don't worry, they're not all walking today. Thank you, faculty. You may be seated. The final group I'd like to introduce are the APUS staff who are celebrating with you today. And I ask that they please step forward from behind the stage or out from the rows that they're in, raise their hand to be recognized. These individuals represent admissions, advising, financial aid, career services, student affairs, human resources, product management, the registrar's office, marketing, and other departments from across the university. Every single one of these individuals is focused on your success. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And finally, as a mama bear, this one speaks true to me, there's a special day coming up tomorrow. And in honor of Mother's Day weekend, there's another group of individuals that we need to acknowledge. To all the mothers, and to the aunts, and the sisters, and the grandmothers, and the guardians, and all the other caring people in our respective communities who step in as needed to give someone a mother's love. We wish you all a happy Mother's Day. To give the welcome address, I'm pleased to invite President Mr. Nuno Fernandes to the podium. Please join me in welcoming him.
Hello, everyone. Come on, one more time. Hello, everyone. All right, much better. Well, good afternoon, everyone, graduates, families, friends, board members, staff, and our faculty. I want to welcome you to the commencement ceremony. As we start our ceremony, I would like to ask you, our graduates, to stand up and remain standing if you are a first-generation college student. Please stand up if you are a mother. Please stand up if you are a father. Please stand up if you are active duty military. Please stand up if you are a veteran. Please stand up if you are in a military family. Please stand up if you are in the public service community. Please stand up if you are a working student. And please stand up if you are a student from outside of the United States. Now look around at your fellow community of students and the many walks of life that surround us. Welcome all. We are extremely proud of you. Now, please remain standing, and I would like to invite spouses, partners, loved ones, parents, children, and friends of the graduates to please rise. Now, graduates, please turn around to recognize and applaud these dear friends and family members and thank them for the support given to you during your academic journey. You're amazing. You may be seated now. Thank you. What an extraordinary moment this is for all of you who worked so hard to reach this milestone, and for those who supported you every step of the way. I want to begin by offering my sincere congratulations. And today we celebrate your achievement, but also your resilience, your commitment, and your courage to keep going when things got hard. And today you can proudly say, I did it. As I reflect on what message I could possibly leave you on a day like this, I think back to the village where I grew up on the other side of the world, in a smaller country than Florida. Fewer than 200 people lived on that village. No cars, a place where time moves slowly and values run deep. I lived with my grandparents, who were humble, spiritual people, and life was simple, not by design, but by necessity. And yet, it was there that I learned what happiness really means. Happiness, I discovered, came from moments that didn't cost money. Walking through the forest with my grandfather to find the perfect pine for the Christmas decorations, riding along the beach with my friends, or going to church with my grandmother just so she would buy me my favorite ice cream afterward. These memories didn't come from wealth or ambition. They came from presence, from purpose, and from love. Years later, when my son was born, I felt a kind of happiness and clarity that reshaped everything. In that moment, I realized how much of my energy had gone into things that didn't really matter. My world shifted from being centered on me to being centered on him. In that shift, I found strength, ambition with purpose, and a deeper, much deeper version of myself. Many of you are about to embark on your own shifts, new jobs, new cities, new responsibilities, and hopefully even bigger families. You'll be pushed, you'll be stretched, and sometimes you'll be shaken. But let me offer you a simple rule that I believe is the most important one I can give you. And that rule is simple, is take care of yourself. And I don't say this in a selfish or narcissistic way, but in a foundational one. From the Latin words, almost as old as Western civilization itself, mens sana in corpore sano, a healthy mind in a healthy body. When you are mentally and physically well, you become a better teammate, a better leader, a better friend, and a better parent. You show up fully and you lift those around you. Self-care isn't just about physical health. It's about spiritual alignment. And by that I don't mean religion specifically. I mean finding a deep purpose in life and understanding that we are always being pulled by two forces. One force that elevates us and one force that diminishes us. Call it good or evil, light and darkness, the higher road or the easier one, it's always there. So I encourage you to always have the clarity and strength to choose what's good, what's right, again and again, even and especially when it's hard. That's where real happiness comes from, not from comfort, but from knowing you chose integrity, that you showed up for others, that you took care of your family and protected them, that you had the backs of your friends, that you stayed true to your deepest values, because character is what you do when no one else is watching. Never forget that. The butterfly effect teaches us that even the smallest decisions can shape your entire life. A conversation, a glance at a job board, a decision to go left instead of going right. Most of the big things in my life, my career, my move to a new country, even the birth of my son, can be traced back to small moments that didn't seem significant at the time. So don't underestimate the power of your choices, big and small. And don't waste energy worrying. Worry is not a strategy. Worry clouds judgment and steals today's moments. Instead, approach problems like puzzles. Be curious. Be excited to solve them, and surround yourself with people who run toward challenges. And above all, always be kind. As Maya Angelou famously said, people will forget what you said, they will forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Lead with empathy, care about people, not in a performative way, but in a real human way. Whether you're leading a company, raising a child, or helping a neighbor, you have the power to elevate others through how you make them feel. So let me leave you with this. The odds of you being here today, just as you are close to zero. The odds of this group sitting in this room together are nearly a cosmic coincidence. So what do we do with this miracle? We make the most of it. We take care of ourselves, we support each other, we stay grounded in our values, and we lead with courage and compassion. Congratulations, class of 2025. You are not just graduating, you are stepping into a world that needs your light. And I, for one, am incredibly excited to see where you go next. Thank you for choosing American Military University and American Public University for your education. We are deeply humbled to have been just a small part of your world while you work to achieve a goal. Now that you made it, may you walk forward with strength, purpose, and gratitude. Once again, welcome to your commencement ceremony. This is where it all begins. Thank you.
Thank you, President Fernandes. Today, we are honored to have Lieutenant General Lori Reynolds as our commencement speaker. General Lori Reynolds is the Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees. She has been a board member since June 2022 and has been a constant voice advocating for us and partnering with us as we serve you, our students. General Reynolds has commanded Marines at every rank over the course of a distinguished 35-year career, including as a general officer in command at Eastern Recruiting Region, Marine Corps Recruit Depot in Parris Island, South Carolina, and as a commander of the Marine Corps Forces Cyberspace Command at Fort Meade, Maryland. In her last active duty assignment, she served as the Deputy Commandant of the Marine Corps for Information, where she introduced the new war-fighting function of information, combining information technology, cyberspace, space, intelligence, and influence capabilities. She served concurrently as Deputy Department of the Navy Chief Information Officer for the Marine Corps, Commander, Marine Corps Forces Strategic Command, and Marine Corps Forces Space Command. As you can surmise from her professional journey, General Reynolds is an exceptional leader. I am inspired by her ability to provide praise to us while also pushing us to be the best versions of ourselves. She motivates us to be an exceptional institution in service of our students. She is a tremendous force for good and a strong advocate for APUS. We are so fortunate to have her here today as our keynote speaker. General Reynolds, I'll turn it over to you.
Dr. Johnson, thank you. President Fernandes, Mr. Ball, esteemed faculty. To the faculty, very quickly, look what you've done. So amazing. And the graduates, the family and friends, you guys look amazing. What a great day. Listen, I just have to re-emphasize here and to begin with just the most hearty congratulations to the graduates in front of me. You've worked hard. You've sacrificed your time and your energy. You've committed yourself to a better footing in the world through education. And today we honor that work and that commitment. You did it. Folks, your graduation today is just a waypoint on your journey to success in life, but it's a very important marker. But as we think of this idea of true success in life, I just want to share with you today a saying that helped me, and I've always been fond of it, and I found it to be so true, and that saying is this: watch your thoughts, for they become words. Watch your words, for they become actions. Watch your actions, for they become habits. Watch your habits, for they become your character. And watch your character, for it becomes your legacy. Thoughts, words, actions. Habits, character, and destiny or legacy. You know, I spent the better part of my adult life around Marines. And when many hear that, they immediately think of the physical demand of being a Marine. And that's fair. But the truth is that the things I am most proud of in my time as a Marine have very little to do with the physical challenges I overcame or my teams overcame, and has everything to do with the quality of people with whom I served, the dedication to excellence, the discipline, and again, not just physical discipline, but intellectual and spiritual discipline. I am proud that we challenged each other daily to be better human beings, to serve our country with honor, to continue to learn new things, to learn from the mistakes of the past, challenge the status quo, and to work hard to defend this nation and its people. It was always the people, their impact on me and mine on them, that I regarded most with pride. So as you can imagine, in the military, and I know many of you come from military environments, as there is a recipe for everything, right? There's a checklist for everything. There's a training regiment, or a classroom syllabus to learn or to get fit or to manage complexity. There are career paths to follow, leadership traits and principles, codes of conduct. But folks, the simplest daily guide is this: thoughts, words, actions, habits, character, and destiny, which creates your legacy. Graduates, you are accepting your diploma in a period of geostrategic, scientific, technological, and political change. In almost every area or discipline, there is disruption and a challenge to the status quo. And in my military career, I became very sure that the thing that would always give us the advantage to defeat complexity or evil, the thing that distinguishes the United States military from our other militaries, is that we empower decision-making to the lowest possible levels. We teach and depend upon small unit leadership and values. We encourage feedback, independent thought, and innovation. We delegate responsibility, but never accountability. In fact, our strategy in the future is distributed operations, led by empowered leaders with the right training, values, and education to build trust with their teams, to make sound decisions, and to communicate effectively. That's what lethality is to me. And I'm committed to this institution because I believe in the power of knowledge and education to make better informed service members and public servants who can think for themselves, who can innovate at the deck plate level, who can lead with humility and confidence, and who can solve complex problems. We will win, no matter what the mission or challenge, because of you. But I also believe that leadership is more than technical or operational excellence. Great leadership also requires virtuous behavior, an ability to motivate and inspire the whole team toward a single purpose, the ability to build trust with every member of the team so that on our nation's worst days, we will be able to generate the response required to meet the need, undistracted by false claims, erroneous narratives, and noise. But how do you do that? How do you build that kind of trust? Thoughts, words, action. These three are bound, connected in a continuous loop. Guard your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Your education here has given you the ability to think deeply, to challenge convention, to understand more fully your field of study, to research, to develop an informed opinion based on facts, or perhaps an applied theory. Your time as a student has demonstrated your quest for knowledge and a desire to be better. Guard your thoughts now. Choose your words carefully. It is too easy to hit like or to lazily accept narratives devoid of fact or false history born of bias. Be thoughtful, careful, do your research, then weigh in. Act from a position of careful consideration, but keep it simple. Know your values and what you stand for. In a world that is swirling with bad information, guard your thoughts. Be careful with your words. Prove through your actions every day the kind of leader or teammate you will be. Listen to understand and not to respond. See the teammate before you, not the color, the gender, the age, or the religion. See the teammate. Know the teammate. Build trust with the teammate. And focus on those habits that truly represent the character you wish to be known for. And your character, built day by day through the words you choose, the integrity you demonstrate, the courage and self-discipline you build as you choose each day to do the harder right over the easier wrong, the compassion you show to those you lead, that character becomes your calling card and your legacy. Our country needs you today. It needs your energy, your wisdom, your leadership, and your character. Guard your thoughts, they become your words. Guard your words, they become your actions. Guard your actions, they become your habits. Guard your habits, they become your character. Guard your character, it becomes your legacy. Congratulations to you, your family, your loved ones. Happy Mother's Day. I am immensely proud of you all. Hoorah.
Thank you for the inspiring words, General Reynolds. Our university is honored today to have you here, and it is my pleasure to recognize General Reynolds and award her the Doctor of Public Service honoris causa in recognition of her extraordinary achievement. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the American Public University System Board of Trustees and the entire university community proudly join to confer upon General Reynolds the degree of Doctor of Public Service honoris causa on this 10th day of May, 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating General Reynolds as she receives this honor.
Congratulations, General Reynolds. I would now like to welcome Class of 2025 graduate, Dr. Christina Amy Jean-Mayhew, to the podium to deliver the 2025 Graduate Student Address. Christina Amy was selected to share her personal experience as a representative of your graduating class. Christina Amy, come on down and join me.
Good afternoon, esteemed faculty, honored guests, beloved family and friends, and graduates. It is my honor to welcome you all to the commencement ceremony celebrating the American Public University System graduates of 2025. Today is a moment of immense pride for all of us. It's a day that represents not just the completion of our degrees, but the triumph of resilience, determination, and perseverance in the face of challenges. These past few years have tested us in ways we never imagined. From global uncertainties to personal hardships, we navigated a world that seemed to throw new challenges at us daily, and yet we didn't falter. We adjusted, we adapted, and we overcame. That is something to be proud of. Throughout this journey, I have been fortunate to receive incredible support that I must acknowledge. To my mother, Dr. Fanelise Jean, my unwavering rock, who believed in me even when I doubted myself. Thank you. To my two brothers, Carl and Curtis, for their constant encouragement and reminding me of the strength in family. Thank you. To the Public Health Chair, Dr. Samir Katubi, and the APUS faculty and staff whose guidance and expertise have inspired us and equipped us with the tools to succeed, thank you. To my classmates for sharing this journey and learning alongside me, thank you. As we reflect on how far we've come, let's take a moment to honor ourselves and each other for the perseverance and strength we've shown. We didn't just earn degrees, We learn to balance life's challenges and rise stronger with each one. As we move forward, let's carry these lessons of resilience and hope, using our knowledge to make a positive impact and face whatever lies ahead. Congratulations, class of 2025. Be proud of what you've accomplished. Today is proof of your strength, determination, and unwavering spirit. The future is ours to shape. Let's make it extraordinary. Thank you.
Thank you, Christina Amy, for sharing your experience with your classmates. What impressive students we have, and we are honored to be a part of all of your collective journeys. Thank you, Christina Amy, for representing your class. Now, we have a few other impressive individuals that we would like to acknowledge. Yesterday, we held an awards ceremony to celebrate the academic and service excellence of a few select graduates and faculty. We celebrated our President's Award winners, various leadership and service awards, academic scholar awards, and multiple awards that recognize the impact of our co-curricular programs. If you received one of these awards, please stand and be recognized. Congratulations on your accomplishment. Now we would like all of our graduates who earned Latin honors to please stand. If you earned summa cum laude, magna cum laude, or a cum laude designation in your studies, congratulations. That is a beautiful sight. Please be seated. All right, graduates, are you ready for the fun part? Me too. President Fernandes, upon recommendation of the Board of Trustees and on behalf of the faculty, I am pleased to present to you the American Public University System Class of 2025 candidates from the School of Security and Global Studies, the School of Health Sciences, and the School of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. Now, graduates, I know you're seeing movement all around you, and you're seeing movement on the stage, and your heart rate has just spiked. As a reminder, we have wonderful staff members who will ensure that you are in the right place at the right time. Please remain seated until directed to head to the stage by one of our staff members. You're going to show them your stage pass when you get to the top of the ramp, and when your name is read, we will all celebrate your accomplishment as you cross this beautiful stage. Please don't forget, you're going to shake hands with both your dean and with President Fernandes. Doctoral degree candidates will cross the stage first, followed by master's, bachelor's, and associate degree candidates. And we'll recognize the School of Security and Global Studies first, followed by the School of Health Sciences, and we'll end with the School of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. Graduates and guests, please remain seated until all graduates have been recognized. I promise we have something special planned for the end of this ceremony that you will not want to miss, so stick around. With no further ado, doctoral candidates from the School of Security and Global Studies, please come forward to be hooded and receive your diploma.
Ivan Gumelsov, DGS, Doctor of Global Security, hooded by Dr. Andrei Slinopas. Dissertation title, A Study of Aircraft Engine Counterfeit Parts Mitigation Through the Application of Blockchain Technology. Jonathan Cohen, Doctor of Global Security, hooded by Dr. James Hess. Dissertation title, An Analysis of the World Health Organization Directors, General Leadership During Healthcare Crisis in Terms of Leadership Best Practices and Experiences. James McCarthy, Doctor of Global Security, hooded by Dr. Keith Ludwig. Dissertation title, Executive Leadership Decision-Making, a Mixed Methods Analysis of Techniques and Tools Used for Resource Allocation. Trevor Charles Knight, Doctor of Strategic Intelligence, hooded by Dr. Keith Ludwig. Dissertation title, 5,000 Candles, Optimizing Information Sharing Policies for Homeland Security. James Rooney, Doctor of Strategic Intelligence, hooded by Dr. James Birch. Dissertation title, Xi Jinping's Motivations and Intent, a longitudinal analysis of Chinese strategic culture, strategic identity narratives, and operational code. George Vasquez, Doctor of Global Security, hooded by Dr. Elise Rayner. Dissertation title, Frame for Impact, Comparing Food Waste Messaging in the United States 2030 Champions Program with Consumer Survey Insights on Behavior Motivations. Isabel Vadioye, Doctor of Global Security, hooded by Dr. Elise Rayner. Dissertation title, Femicide in Central and South America, Unveiling a Regional Security Risk. Sterling DeVerter, Doctor of Global Security, hooded by Dr. Scott Duryea. Dissertation title, The Statistical Relationship Between Liquidity and Domestic and Transnational Conflict.
School of Security and Global Studies Master's Graduates.
Kristen Cavender. Johanna Gonzalez Weeks.
Cristel Moreno.
Lori Beth Castle. Nilufer Air Lloydhold. Hannah Askew.
Marnie Such.
Julie Fomenki. Ashley Ladderner.
Brian David Miller.
Devin Call. Deanne Huber. Akim Charles.
Roxanne Ezel Richardson. Crystal McDade.
German Gonzalez.
Sarah Muse.
Jenkins Ivy.
John Pulido.
Sean Denson.
Yazid Morales. Rick Brian Moore, Jr. Justin Martin.
Leticia Braxton.
Leticia Braxton. Dragana Damjanovic.
Sasha Ramirez Toro.
Benito Alejandro Juarez. Brittany Lavando.
Rufus Parker.
Keosha Clark.
Jason Chapman, Jr.
Jose Rivera Neres.
Brian Anderson. Daniel Ethier.
Jacques Sawadogo. Milton Tanjong. Devonte Alexia Tate. Natalie Roberts. Diane Yampasekade. Yameogo Honzik.
Joshua Daniel Krawcheck. Kaylee Dalton. Samuel Kwabena Boachi.
Christopher William Mide. Faudelaine Romaine. Odalyn Martin.
Tasha Kitchen.
Elena McLaughlin. Mercedes Sims.
Kenneth Johnson.
Shelby Elizabeth Starnes.
Yasmin Albrazat. Avery Little.
Amy Sock.
Edward Grigg.
Nestor E. Molina Marrero. Patricia Martin. Dennis Price. Megan Rausch.
Erica Croft. China Dozier Henderson. Mamadou Alpha Giallo.
Javoy Reed. Kale Aloha Wilson.
Oscar Ball Jr.
DeAndre Martell Jordan Williams.
Luke Ryan Klein. Christopher Young. Jamie Linwood.
Monica Xiomara Mosby.
Christopher Allen Albrecht. Kirsten Glenn.
Lazaro Moreno.
Hermes Carrillo. Martha Ann Cespedes Sosa. Sarah Rasmussen Lindemood.
Leah Takadine.
Wendy Lou Barton.
Misha Rose McNabb.
Ricky Lee Holland.
Madeline Eugene Rocha.
Kijuan Ho.
Carlton Newman Jr.
Kevin Gillespie.
Ralph Meredith Vini. Emily Young. John E. Martinez. Noel Richard Murray. Carlin Dale Thrower.
Salem Gideon Honorary.
Lisa Roberts.
Jamie Espedia. Kenneth Ebankwa. Kahindi Abijo. Heather Brooke Hostetler.
George Midget.
Acacia Lowry.
Peter Schwarze. Brian Oleski.
Trevor Page.
Terrence McNeil.
Miranda Grace Beausejour.
Aaron Reynolds.
Taiwan Jones. Andrew Doby.
Cynthia McNellis. Jonathan Westcott. Brian Stroka. Ken Oben Yoshimoto.
Kentavious Hackett.
Rebecca Tafoya. Sarah May Powell. Lynn Seitz.
Joseph Gilly.
John Mark Stevens. Abiodun Osani.
Rashad Sharif Biggs. Carrie Dixon. Daniel Fiore. Fallon Renee LaFrenz.
Carrie Elizabeth Martin.
Carla Alonso. Alexis Ray Ahern. Cheelan Hosea.
Patricia Palomino Machine. Alexandra Springman.
Cecil Vincent Bowen. Andrew Burnett.
Rasha Nadim.
Anthony Hines. Amelia Geneve Evans. Matthew J. Cruz. Aramide Adewole.
Christina E. Mum.
Cecilia Lola Arvello. Rhiannon Brown. Nicolette Jeffrey. Chad Darrell Hampton. Eric Cooper. George Bernhardt.
Patrick Thumb.
Jason David Drake.
Bayardo Enrique Carrasco Molina. Cedric Murdaugh.
Loveline Jomeggio Fianguo. Colby Douglas. Scott A. Humphreys.
Kun Savalkul. David Eli Soretta. Sharis Chantel Squire. Cara McComb. Vanessa Moser.
Ksenia Cutts. Roderick Gilmore. David Elliott.
Brenda Villanueva. School of Security and Global Studies bachelor's graduates.
Javion Lawson White.
Cedric Darrell Stewart.
Nancy Johnson. Courtney A. Griffin. Anthony Hill,
Crystal Nobles,
Tariq Al-Rouaini,
Octavius Laval Parks, Trakea Marie Williams,
Ashley Adams, Shanitha Everett Jones,
Jose Saracho Solano, Fatima Parker,
Tirune Haile, Anna Hartge, Jermaine Jones, Melvin Cedillo Martinez, Christina Angelina Cardenas, Darius Julian Bailey,
Robert Spear,
David Garrison Carlin,
Anna Maria Worley,
Jacob Linton, Kyle Wayne Alston, Seth Johnson, Dana Knight,
Christian Tyler Meyer, Jared Malari, Willie Thompson,
Nicholas Dewitt,
Ryan Rowland, Daniel Toko Nkombo, Lakeisha Nichelle Ross,
Emma Lorber, Desire Jones,
Nicholas Romantino,
William Delgado,
Jeremy C. Olson,
Alan Ecton,
Nabil Abdur Rahman, Franklin Angelo Osorio,
Eric Espinoza Cullafair, Ryan Scott Joyner, Tracy Foster, Robert Atwood,
Albert Zitong,
Kofi Cesar Laking Nang,
Patrick Tanko,
Haley Koch, Jeffrey Degnon, Thomas Adair, Torrance Alexander Baptiste,
Eric Rao,
Joseph Busanich, El Haji Muhammad Sise,
Travian Villagomez,
Kizzy Keys. Allison Lane.
Heaven Roth. Artel Rumber.
Adina Hope.
Victoria Teixeira.
Megan Lopez. Megan Elam. Raymond Hyman Jr.
Labaron Simon. Dominique Montrell Thibodeau. Jamal Mosley.
Jairo Barrera. Scarlett Arroyo Aguirre. Jose Arante. Ashley Heffernan. Katheria Veronica Castillo.
Nathan Ponausuya.
Jacob Larson.
Zachary Proctor. Raven Minerva.
Jamie L. Green.
Jeremy Ramirez. Vin Foe. James Edward Toches.
Lushanda Cummings. Curtis Baptiste. Alexis Javier. Alicea Otero.
Michelle Marie Schmidt. Robert Elliott Whitley.
Carice Anderson.
Samira Aragway.
Everett Driver.
Silvio Ang III.
Miles Kovacs.
Kramer Schwartz. Aaron Brower Resley.
Chelsea Howell. Luke Howell. Anthony Ashton Amersfoort. Philip Chavez. Sylvia Garcia. Amay Irvin. Jake Bryce.
Nicole Ziegler.
Charlene Cesena.
Brandon Young.
William Huggins. Nicole Florence Cutchin.
Scott Michael Servian.
Sophia Cruz.
Henderson Molina.
Joshua Breen. Eric Kurtz. Cassie Fuller.
Dallas Pontremoli. Natasia Williams.
Alexis Ledman. Soren Peter Leth. Jeremy Lopez. David Dodevsky. Amelia Marshall Brown.
Samantha St. Clair. Hamadou Maiga. Neil Martin. Brandon Tyrell Taylor. Brock Michalak.
Aaron Gill. Gregory Benjamin. Ronald Neroy Tomas Anderson. Nathaniel Concepcion. Martin Johnson.
Stephen Nazario Munoz.
Sean Omar Cornwall.
John Christopher Mapes.
Elias Arce.
Brian Mayhew.
Timmy Lee.
Corey Puryear.
Valeria Soledad Arsenal.
Marcela Rios. Rictavius Thomas. Peter Proman. Angelina Maria Sanchez Walker.
Ralph Jarrell. Cody Wilson Campbell.
Marcus Smith.
Leah Gallo. Alana Labriere.
Crystal L'Oreal Wilkerson.
Scott Burns. Devin Haley. Joshua Cooper. Ian Carroll. Dylan Ellard.
Jonathan Shannon. Conrad Queen. Angel A. Thomas. Joseph Salemo. Tamara D. Wolf.
Candace Hartman.
Trevin Siegler.
Melissa Bailey. Richard Hughes. Alicia Michelle Green.
John Glenn Weed.
Kendra Granville.
Luis Christian Oropesa. Tuo Hannah Nyambura. Kiara Newbill.
Seneca Ignatius Gibson. Eric Karanke.
Michael Pineda.
Darren Baum. Yan Landry Olivier Cuablon.
Andy Ortega Renteria. Daniel O'Brien. Glenn Vaughan. Tanner Oates.
Carissa Lovelace.
Grayson Jesse Peterson.
Joseph Alexander Hernandez.
Alexis Ware.
Lucilis Lagardo.
Madison Sprague. Justin Ortiz. Denitra Richardson. Asia Moore.
Eric Gnolden.
Samuel Abraham Samniego. Jose Torres Plaza.
Lovelena Lynn Brooks.
William Mason.
Bianca K. Caldwell. Eric Anderson. Donald Doucette. Ralph Kevin Cambaliza. Thomas Douglas. Mary Lou Hernandez. Mood Haynes. Matita Comfort Fomoso. Erica LaShawn Alexander. Decora Hawkins. Ashley Ivory.
Jordan Miranda. Lorna McMahon. Robert Patrick. Jeremiah Williams.
Michael A. Gonzalez. David Crossland III.
Joshua Smith. Josa Talley.
Jade Armstead. Sierra Hopkins. Corey Frazier. Shaniqua Carter. Yana Chichuo.
Kelsey Priolo.
David Carrillo Nava. Sky Boren. Tiffany Coggin Hanafius.
Matthew Mister. Kevin Ward.
Lisa Natasha Barker. Julie Dimmitt. Joseph Clancy. Marcus Aggregato. James Nelson Guidry III.
Luis P. Moreno.
Michael Barahona.
Zakaria Cantrell Carls. Akeem Stewart.
William Coffey Jr. Jesus Aviles.
Casey Pedersen.
Alexa Bearden. Ronald Jackson.
Brianna Thompson.
Donovan Chapman. Casey Lee.
Davian Geron Wells.
School of Security and Global Studies Associate Graduates.
Ayodele Ewola. Santu Barua.
Aaron Simmons.
Derek Imus.
Alia Mendoza. Brett Thompson.
Murtaza Hoja.
Ryle Sanchez. Richard Angelo Moore.
Daisha Marie Alitzea.
School of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, Master's Graduates.
Jennifer Valentine.
Jeffrey Joseph Lindaw Jr. Matthew Dodero.
Nan Nguyen. Vashti Torres.
Suramonte Gevers T. Enriquez.
Abdel Latif Saeed. Justin Pinto. Jeremy Martin. Larry Mullins.
Patrick Kineski. Tammy Joya. Abigail A. Chin.
Stephen Matadobra. Sarah Walters.
Joshua Jared Hale.
Laura Lennard.
Natalie Cummins.
Ernesto Nieves de Jesus. Terry Smith.
Brian Hostetler. Aaron Gatling.
Nicholas Pender. Julia Martinez.
Jacques Frempong. Eric Adam. Frank Ade. Jeffrey Sean Franks Jr.
Stephanie Mpianing. Jasmine Murphy. Jalisa Shante Woodson Taylor. Melanice Morris. Aziza Hadia Wilkerson.
Johnnyqua Chance. Jessica Bustamante.
Joseph Stranko.
Thomas Britton Eady III. Jerome Fuller. Anthony Cruz.
Ifeoluwa Oluwaseyi Ogunleye.
School of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, bachelor's graduates.
Caitlin Diaz. Eleanor Burrows. Joseph Earl Lunet. Jacob Barisa.
Augustine Mascoro.
Emmanuel Terran.
Brandon de Guzman.
Stefan Reidenauer.
Corbin Lynn Hickman. Chirac Fonjo Nyejajeo.
Zakia Salah. Malik Marina. Larry Donald Perry, Jr.
Okay. Larry Donnell Perry, Jr.
Adam Derrico. Shamia Anderson King.
Trent Adam Whaley.
Christine Harney. Michael Harris.
Kenneth Mathias. Benjamin Shea Rackley. William Boyd Mitchell.
Kelsey Garinger.
Marvin Bugarin Villaflores.
Thomas Cudgel.
Ryan Lloyd Aries Vassig.
Tammy Mauritia, Joseph Floyd,
Alexander Maglaris,
Thyshel Jackson,
Ashay Sanders, Kindra Register,
Kiswen Sida Ben Usman Belem,
Simisola Olokobi,
Jody Kirschkeen, Robert Ballesteros,
Diamond White Ramsey,
Nicole Brophy, Lavelle Kenny, Jorge Giragosian, Amy Abushan, Cameron Gomula,
Sherwin Thomas,
Arthur Lawrence Broughton, Richard Amador Martinez, Elizabeth Castile,
Yahaira Nicole Navas Calle,
Marilyn Drieslein, Leah Coleman,
Emma Mango,
Nashton Hankins,
Isaias Perez, Elizabeth China Wilson, Jim Pasquale,
Evie Marie Arona,
Jonathan Torres, Alejandra Ruelas,
Kelsey Burkeen,
Ashley Mercado,
Amanda Elizeth Angel, Jillian Hart Irvin, Tyler Bagby,
Kevin Schaefer, Peyton Robert Nanny, Andrea Morris Pace, Neil Wolf, Ryan Rossignol,
Keenan Griffin, Robert Craig Feller III, Jean Carlo Gutierrez Caraballo, Alvin Hibbets,
Michaela Rose Ramirez,
Julia Bodie, Vernon Griffin, Justin Archer, Christopher Briggs,
Dalton Peoples, Steve Speed,
Mikhail Ibrahim, Kelly Guillermo,
Diamond Moore,
Janeth Aravallo, Jason Cooper,
Joshua Tracy. Andrea Nichelle Scott.
Armand Jomi Chotang. Ryan Batchelor. Markel Bradford. Theodosia Amara.
Michael Spencer.
Andre Kimbrough.
Brendan Alexander Mia.
Zachary Eric Arrington.
Eric Maldonado. Jacob Anya Ukiwo.
Omari Alexis. Justin Hovarder. Keith Cherry. Toriano Hill. Ariel Britt. Aaliyah Jean-Paul. Christopher Adaremi Agoro. Kenneth Barber. Hannah Breedlove. Courtney Nerum. Carissa Bonowitz.
Toby Perry. Ihunan Yachka Nosu.
Clarissa Bernadette Blackburn. Harris Brianna Allen.
Jesse Schmidt. Melissa Jane Smith. Alia Thomas.
Zamari Alexis Baker.
Austin Nappy. Dominique So Tomaselli.
Rhonda King.
School of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, Associate Graduates.
Kaija Clark.
Samantha Partington. Veronica Claire Orlando.
Clarence Haltoff Durhide. Rourke Landon Jr.
Aaliyah Wilson.
Olivia Garza.
School of Health Sciences, Master's Graduates.
Luis Elisea.
Masasa Nusuna.
Ashley Michelle Hernandez.
Haley Catherine Stokes. Kaylin M. Wilson. Anthony Kalik Terry.
Christina Amy Faneshka Pavla Jean Meu. Joseph Hyman. Jaime de Sepulveda. Rana Lee.
Rodney Wash. Melissa Louise Smith.
Keisha Carter.
Martina Womack.
Naomi Anela Pumehana Cortez Cardenas.
Persay Mayers. Jelani Adebi Smith. Susan K. Marquez.
Yolanda Atsidi.
Lindsay Schaff.
Samuel Adu Boamo.
Randy McKyer Jr.
John Alama Ida.
Isam Peters. Christine Joy B. Macasias.
John O'Connor III.
Robert Troy Langway. Rybel Garcia Dominguez.
Olajumoke Zarila.
Edith Duku. Kimberly Burke.
Soyoung Song.
Russell Deitches. Deidre Q. Jones. Jordan Davey. Joy Eleanor Strayhorn.
Shakaria Reed.
Antonia Keel. Althea Knight.
Desiree Schanafelter.
Shanna Crumpler. Kenyon Cameron. Victoria Jones.
Ashley Mehmet.
King Cruz. Ray Ellen Michelle Beek.
Catherine Zuber.
Alexa May Blazejack. Elizabeth Hasselbrack. Monica Linda Bickelhaupt. Ariana Victoria Friend. Sharon Barker. Elizabeth Jones. Janisha Brown.
Jayani Jigna Sanidsha. Jewel Ori.
Martha Arosa.
Meliton Pichardo. Stephen Wireko.
Rakady Justy. Dion Rennell Dyson. DeMarcus Boyd. Tiana Adur.
School of Health Sciences Bachelor's Graduates.
Marwin Reyes Guevara.
Mercedes Elizabeth Morrow. Christopher Sherman. Casey Ranley. Duncan Onzere.
Joshua Avila.
David Maldonado.
Nia Johnson. Robert Arma.
Yvette Sipat.
Rebecca Hauser.
Megan Mitriona. Maury Diana Martinez.
Taylor Knez. Hosea Bickerstaff. Heather Bernhardt. Quenisha Grant. Taylor D. Horatius. Taylor Lane.
Brianna Taylor. Elizabeth Percy.
Haley Drahan.
Pablo Soto.
Emily Jones. Danae LaShawn Haynes.
Malaya White.
Janai Bonaparte. Quayla Greer. April Carry-On. Shanae George.
Melissa Seance.
Odaisia Virginia Rose Burton Garland. Kendra Gould.
Kyra Renee Vines.
Yvette Burford.
Sarah Wyatt.
Tony Brown. Jasmine Batista. Solamite Santos Capaldo. Marissa Castro.
Eliza Villalobos. Gabrielle Torres.
Nelson Abuaja. Andrew Franks.
Jeet Patel.
John Kyle D'Antoni. Farron Dion Bradford. Alexander Gaynor. Michael Bell. Abby Douglas.
Brandon Weber.
Lila Bowling.
Thomas Tenhagen. Marquise Taylor.
Agnes Camwendo. Nikki Allman.
Daria Tate.
Gabrielle Acuff. Amanda Klein. Mercedes Leeds Ross.
Lucila Torres.
Anika Barbour.
Calvin Jamal Robinson Malcolm. Jose Emmanuel Pangilinan.
Niagria Lindsay.
Jarrett Anthony Michael Williams. Ashley McCorkadale.
Danielle Garrison. Brianna Chester.
Rashad Walton.
Noella Assam. Taylor Anderson. Mateus Diassis.
Abby Slayton.
Sharetta Whitfield Burns.
Tise Maele. Charity Swift. Keisha Hill.
Leticia Flores. Casey Aguilar. Lisa Aguilar.
Philip Simon. Nikayla Williams. Sierra Nicole Sparacello.
Wesley Hammond. Janine Prado Cabarles. Alexis Apodaca. Chris Brunn. Jacqueline Folcarelli. Veronica Caraballo. Christina Alvarado.
Ned McCaster III.
Anthony Fitz Randolph.
Joanna Spathy.
Michael Dewey Brooks.
Rachel Manu. Deborah Neal.
Shakia Josiah. Richard John Gonzalez III. Gregory Keith Dangerfield. Melissa Benefield.
Miguel Rodriguez.
Rita Emoribe.
Jamani Sterling. Derek Smiling. Abby Yeagle. Darnell Morris.
Jamelia Kane. Juliana Lorenz. Saida Farouk.
Tatiana Penniman.
Coslin Denise Boyd.
Amber Sky Nemec.
Lori Colby.
Rihanna Williams.
Mwesen Abe.
Gabrielle Partida.
Danica Harmon.
Lyric Wilson.
Dale Colleen Fudge. Taylor Haroldson. Yasmin Hasso. Zion Hardy. Martavia Andrea Hunter. Shania Jarrett.
Sierra Smith. Ursula Pittman.
Mark Jackson.
Quadeja Weaver.
School of Health Sciences Associate Graduates.
Shanice Roach.
Jasmine Gallego Cushman. Riona Lacey. Ivana Dienda. Leida Argueta. Mariah Barnes.
Jessica Brenda Williams. Yannick White.
Taria Glenn. Lamario Elijah Fluitt.
George Todd Sawyer.
Morgan Hayes.
Monique Stewart.
Khadijah Anderson.
Sharonda Williams.
Augustina Iboka.
Miliona Newman. Taylor Strong. Jessica Pope.
Ernesto Gontry. Eden Grant.
Alyssa Mullinax. Tierra Sterling. India Marie Stinson.
School of Arts, Humanities, and Education.
Eric Woody.
All right, let's give one more round of applause for all of our graduates. And it's time to make this official. Doctoral candidates, please rise. President Fernandes, these candidates have fulfilled all requirements for their doctoral degrees, and it is with great pleasure that I present them to you.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and Board of Trustees, I confer upon each one of you the doctoral degree with all the privileges and responsibilities therein.
Congratulations. Please be seated. Master's degree candidates, please rise. President Fernandes, these candidates have also fulfilled all requirements for their respective master's degrees, and it is again with great pleasure that I present them to you.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the master's degree with all the privileges and responsibilities therein.
Please be seated. Bachelor's degree candidates, please rise. President Fernandes, these candidates have fulfilled all requirements for their respective bachelor's degrees, and it is yet again with great pleasure that I present them to you.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the bachelor's degree with all the privileges and responsibilities therein.
Please be seated. And we're going to do this one more time. Associate degree candidates, please rise. President Fernandes, these candidates have fulfilled all requirements for their respective associate degrees, and for a final time, it is with great pleasure that I present this final group of students to you for conferral.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the associate's degree with all the privileges and responsibilities therein.
Please be seated. Graduates, you now belong to our vast and mighty APU and AMU alumni community. Well, yeah, it's a big deal. Let's have it. Well, we have over 153,000 alumni that span the country and the globe. We realize that we have the most strength as a collective. Together, we can impact our communities and our world. We encourage you to engage in your alumni experience. Find ways to give back to the university community. Consider serving as a mentor. Stay connected with the alumni social media pages. Utilize your lifelong access to career services, the Treffry Library, and more.
All right, are you ready? Are you sure? All right, all graduates, please rise one last time. As an outward symbol of your achievement, you may now change your tassels from the right side of your cap to the left side. We have one more surprise for you. And to ensure it is well received, you will see a countdown on the screen. Once complete, please be prepared for a long whooshing sound and then a moment of celebration. So everyone, please join us in counting down, starting now.
'Gentlemen, I give you the 2025 graduates from the School of Security and Global Studies the School of Health Sciences, and the School of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. The American Public University System's Board of Trustees, directors, faculty, and staff extend to you our heartfelt congratulations. We have been privileged to support you in your educational journey thus far. Thank you, families and friends of our graduates, for the support that you've given them and for being part of this celebration. Please remain standing until members of the platform party and faculty have exited the commencement room. Then feel free to reunite with your graduate, either inside this room or in the hallways outside. This concludes the American Public University and American Military University 2025 commencement ceremony for the School of Security and Global Studies, the School of Health Science, and the School of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math.